morning, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm in the Z or Z, whatever. We're ready to go, this is saying goodbye to the Pulsar day. Yes. So last night, well, we're way shaky today. Last night went and loaded the car up. And now today, just going to basically drop it off and run through everything that needs to be done with the car for its rebuild. It's being a forged engine, being rebuilt basically, or the engine is being forged, whatever. So we're going off to Horsham Developments now, and yeah, unloading the car and going from there. Scrapey. Let's see if she's there waiting for me. La Pulsar. And then we'll get it unloaded. I think we're a little bit early for the shop, but never mind. Is she there? Yes, she is. Way. Has he just scooted on over to the driver's side? Oh yeah, see.
Right. Yeah, you alright? Half inch spare that was.
So as you can see, Pulsar is all dropped off now. We're at Horsham Developments, which is literally in the middle of absolutely nowhere. Z made it quite nicely, but still a bit rickety. There's a weird clunk on one of the wheels. So anyway, so Pulsar's dropped off. I need to wait for more people to show up to give them the keys, run through exactly. There's some additional bits and pieces that need going through, basically. And then also need to know when they plan to remove the engine so I can come up and film part of it. When they plan to take apart the engine so I can come up and film part of it. Basically, I want to come up periodically for bits and pieces to give you guys the update on what's going on with the car, basically. But oh, so sad. But it's where it belongs, with experts. I've done as much as I can possibly do on this car now. Engine rebuild wise, I can't possibly do that. I don't have the shop space. I don't have the means. I don't have the knowledge. I could probably try and muddle my way through it, but this car's a bit special. I don't want to risk it. I'd buy like a Mazda, like an MX-5 Miata, I think, if I wanted to try doing an engine rebuild, some car that doesn't really matter. But this deserves more, a lot more. And it's getting a lot more because it's quite expensive. But these guys are really, really good. So I know them because they look after the Z when there's stuff that I can't personally do. They tuned it. They did the high flow cats. They didn't do the cat back, but they did the high flow cats. They leveled out the suspension, and they do like basic alignments and stuff like spot alignments. They've done a lot with this car, bits and pieces here and there, and they will be the ones that I go to when I eventually supercharge it, which I could have done by now if I didn't buy cars like this, which is a bit annoying, but more cars is better than one insane car. Is that right? Is that the rule of thumb? Is that what we're working with? I think that's what we're working with. So anyway, I'm going to wait for these guys to rock up so I can talk them through Le Beast. Those wheels look so good. Thanks so much, subscriber, for giving them to me. That was amazing. Anyway, so I'm going to wait for these guys to show up, and then I'll sort of update you from there. Right, hello ladies and gents. So we have just dropped the Pulsar off. You kind of saw all of that anyway. I rambled a whole bunch of garbage. And I've just spoken to Jez, the guy who sort of owns and runs Horsham Developments, just about the car basically, and what they need to do, and just updating him on the other bits and pieces that are wrong with it. Probably going to aim to go with a, what was it? An aluminium radiator. I think it's probably going to be best for this car. The Pulsar moving forwards, I think an alley radiator is probably going to be best. It needs some clips and things like that. So spoke about all of that, and just about every little bit and pieces that sort of was going to be done with it. Also spoke to him about popping up and essentially getting it, filming some bits and pieces at various stages. It's kind of on the cards, difficult to schedule, but we're going to try anyway. He's very happy with that, so that's cool. Horsham Developments are really, really good. I really rate them for what they do. They're experts, and they used to do a lot of GTiRs, but they haven't done them for a long time, mainly just because there's not many around. And then there's sort of other newer GTiR guys that have kind of popped up and gone, oh, I'm really good, so people go to them now. But he agreed, he was like, yeah, it's definitely got potential. So that was really nice to see. It's good that the baby Godzilla's got, a bit of potential in other people's eyes other than mine. It's a sad day to see it go. I normally have 2 cars on my driveway. I know first world problems, but you become really attached to it, don't you? So it's sad because I've got 3 cars. I've got 1 now. Because the truck's gone, the GTiR's gone. He did say it would take a couple of months. And the other really good thing is I've managed to find a kit of zinc-plated replacement nuts and bolts for Skylines, GTRs, and GTiRs. It is expensive, and it comes from Australia. But I'm going to get that because when he removes bolts and nuts, I basically asked him, can you then replace it with these? He was like, yeah, 100%, that'd be really nice, it'll make it look nicer. And he spoke about kind of cleaning up the engine bay a little bit, getting the valve cover stripped and repainted as well, which would be, quite cheap, like £100. All these little bits and pieces. We're not going for a showstopper, but I need it to run and I need it to look less shit. Like, the engine bay's a mess. And when I say less shit, it's not just from the perspective of, looking, aesthetics. It's a mess. Like, there's wires everywhere. It needs to be tidier. Like, there's tubing everywhere. There's just all this kind of crap that doesn't need to be there, and it needs to be streamlined. It needs to be taken care of. So we're doing all of that, and then also as well, I just spoke about little things like once the engine's out, changing and replacing all the hoses to the rear of the engine, because they are notorious for popping, splitting, just coming off, and you can't do it when the engine's in the car. You physically just can't do it. It's a nightmare. Well, you can, you don't want to. So I'm happy, but I'm also sad. So it's gone. That's the end of the baby Godzilla for a little while, but not the end of the updates. It's not the end of it being on the channel. We're going to get parts for it, coming in. I'll do videos on that. There's going to be videos, obviously, coming up to check it out. And then there'll still be the videos on the truck. And there might be a surprise new car appearing on the channel that I might be buying, but I'm unsure on that just yet. Just to, completely, I kind of teased it in the last video anyway, but basically I've put a deposit on a car that I need to then see and double check whether it's what I want. And that'll be like a flagship car for the channel, I guess. I'm hyping it up, but I don't think many people are going to be that. Some people might be interested. It's a car that I've always wanted, and it'd be really cool to have it. It'll be a car that I'll never sell. Like, I would sell the Z over that car. So again, I'm hyping it up, but don't get too excited, because It's not fast, so just don't get excited. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video, and if you're new here, you're probably wondering what the hell I'm talking about with this car, this GTiR. I bought this car for $6.5 grand in lockdown. It's been dirt cheap, and I've been rebuilding it, and now obviously it's going in for its, you know, forged engine rebuild and all this kind of stuff. So just stay tuned for more stuff if you're new, and if you like this video, you stayed this long. If not, and you're a subscriber and you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. If you want to support the build, because obviously, you know, engine rebuilds are not cheap, and they're really expensive. So if you want to support the build, you want to support building the GTiR, and you want to support the channel and every other cars that we have on it, then check out the Patreon. You do get stuff for it. You get early access to videos when they are edited in time. And I'm gonna start running like some polls and stuff like that. But it'd be really good to have more Patreons. You can sign up for, like, I think it's as little as like £5 or something like that. It's really cheap, and it'd be great to have you guys on there supporting the builds, supporting the content that you guys like to watch. Because the more Patreons we have, and you know, the more sort of money comes in that way, the quicker the content gets made for you guys. Other than that, the other way to support the channel, because I know not many people can do Patreon, just share the videos, like them, comment. You know, just share them to Facebook groups, people that you know. Just get them out there. Anyway, I've talked enough shit, self-promotion. Also, would you guys be interested in shirts? We get some merch going. How about that? Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. It's the best. The car's gone. Such a shame. Oh no. Anyway, cheers, guys. Take care.